So at this moment, according to my calculations of remembering the last time I fucking checked, I have 7 subscribers, and I am very thankful to all 7. I appreciate it. I appreciate any and all shares that happen and all that shit. But I've realized that I've never exactly explained what my channel is gonna be. Uh, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm going off of plans, and I'm committing this to the world so that I can't back out and not have shit happen the way I want it to happen. So, what this channel is an outlet for my thoughts. That's the primary purpose and what I've been doing the most so far. I'm doing this because, oh goodness, the emotional gravity is coming. Um, I've always wanted to just get thoughts out, and I'm terrible at writing in journals because eventually the thoughts flow too quickly and the hand does not write as fast. So I just kind of get frustrated and say fuck it and move on. But this is manageable. I can do this in chunks, and the main reason that I really wanted to do this is because I have a son. I have a son, and I have memories. Well, not really. That's kind of the point. I have questions. I used to wonder a lot what my grandmother was like. My mom would say that she was a person where even if she wasn't her mother, she would have been her friend. You know, like real good people kind of shit, you know? And I wanted to make these and any and all videos like this so that if something happens to me, because I'm not all that well of a person, you know, I've got diabetes and sugar is being stupid right now, and just all you know, I got issues. I got issues, and there was a very large period of my life where I treated my life as if it wasn't going to last as long as I would hope it would. Um, and I was just kind of accepting of that and like, oh, okay, so my body decides it's just gonna have another disease now. All right, whatever. You know, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna fucking do. And so I'm leaving these behind so that, you know, I mean, we plan on having more children, and if that happens and something should tragically happen to me, they have these to go back to just have somewhat of a notion as far as who I am and what I think like. Because like, you know, my appearance and all that shit, I don't care about that. I want for my kids to know my philosophies. I want them to know how I think, and I want them to know how I reacted to fucking dumbass people. So that, like, you know, that's the main reason that I'm making these. I'm also making them like they're not quote unquote videos. They're not something you sit there and stare at. I want to encourage people to do other shit. You know, like it. I absolutely know that it is very, very easy to sit on YouTube and just watch it. I can do it all day. Like it's very easy for me to do because it leaves my hands free to, handle Lyndon when he's off going off trying to like basically destroy shit and throw stuff around or, you know, put dirty things in his mouth and that kind of shit. It's easier for me to be able to just rush over and grab them. And that, so while I'm doing that, just have a YouTube video on in the back. So that's what I don't want this channel to be for these. So that, I mean, that is one reason. The other reason is because I've been unsatisfied with any video choice I've gone with. It always looks shitty. So I've just come to the mind where it's just like, leave these the way they are and people will do other shit and put this on in the background, and that's actually better. Like that's why I don't cut them down. That, like, because I could just cut them out and then it would sound like every other YouTube video where the person is sitting there talking and then it cuts to them talking, but their head is slightly to the left and they are saying something immediately after saying something that, like, that's cool and all, but it's just like that has its place, and I want this to have its place too, because I have a lot of artistic minded friends, and I want, for while they are listening to the shit that is coming out of my face, for them to sit down and work on something artistically, or like play a game or something, just do something else other than just watching a YouTube video. So like that's where I've come with that. On the other side of that, I'm going to be starting up Let's Plays. But here's the thing with that, okay? My computer is not the most stellar thing walking, okay? And the only way I'm going to capture game footage is on PC. So I kind of got to play stuff that's not super demanding, and I'm going to try to stick with stuff that I've never played before, because I've noticed that, like, I have Revengeance on PC, and that's a pretty beefy game, but I also noticed that when I'm playing it, I don't really have a lot to say because I know everything that's coming, because I'm just sitting up in there, like, it's basically me talking shit while I'm cutting people in half. And that's cool and all, but not for a whole damn, like a whole damn game. Like, that's a little much. So I'm going to be playing stuff where I don't know what the fuck is going on. Now, the games are likely not going to be new because we're a little poor over here. I mean, not poor, but like, I don't have the spare money to just get all of the newest releases and all that shit, so I'm gonna have to ask you to bear with me. There's also shit when it comes to licensing, and I gotta figure that out, because I don't want any shit on that level. Like, nobody can touch these videos because I made every single fucking thing in them. I don't have any music, I don't have any fucking video clips, none of that bullshit. I made the fucking design that I have that you can look at right now. This is my voice and no one else's, so I don't have to worry about any of that shit. But a gaming video might come with some new sets of challenges, so I am going to look into that and make sure that everything's on the kosher. On the list of things to play are this little game Bleed, which is this game where you jump around and shoot up shit and you mess with time, and it's kind of fucking hard. Now, I'll be open, I started Bleed I played, I think, a level when I first got the game. So I might know that part, but the rest of it and all of the deaths that are coming, because they're coming, but all of the deaths that are coming, I don't know anything about that. Um, and I'm also going to be playing The Wolf Among Us because it's one of the only story-based games of its type that I haven't seen or played myself, and I'm hoping that the reactions will be cool. Um, I'm trying to think of other stuff that I have in my library that I could play in my Steam library, and I'll get to that. I'll get to that. But yeah, I just wanted to explain what this channel is, and just let everybody know that I am gonna be pretty consistent. Like, I'm working on my consistency in my uploads. I'm trying to upload at least one of these every Saturday. And then but like, here's the problem with talking shits, right? Talking shits are me reacting to shit that I see or that I hear or that tickles the back of my brain, or like they're basically long form, one-sided conversations about topics, right? And as interesting as people might think I am, I'm not interesting enough to talk at length off the cuff about nothing multiple times in a week. Like, that shit just doesn't it doesn't occur. Like, it doesn't occur to me to say anything about a lot of this shit. Like, because I mean, there's stuff I can say when I see shit, but if I don't see shit, ain't a whole lot for me to say, you know. So that's what the issue is with me doing more of these. So once I get into some type of groove, or get like an overabundance of content and topics, then I think I could do more. Like, if I could do one of these and then a Q&A for, like, Wednesday or something like that, that would be awesome. If I could, do something along those lines where I could get some type of feedback and then react to that, and so that could make more videos happen. But I don't want it to get to the point where I'm sitting over here and I'm fucking rustling around with papers like, what should I talk about? Okay, over here, there's Signature Kitchens makes pineapple slices. Oh, no, I'm sorry, pineapple chunks, and they put it in 100% juice. Like, that's not fucking, like, nobody cares, like. And I mean, I care because I ate it and I just read that off of a real can. But pineapples are delicious. But there's no real content there to talk about. So, I mean, when shit happens that I feel qualified to talk about, like, there's a whole bunch of shit concerning Donald Trump's success and all that, but I mean, there's really nothing for me to say. Like, he's fucking crazy, and there's nothing else for me to say. Like, I mean, I can't, I don't, I mean, news and like Colbert and fucking Daily Show, like, they stretch that shit out for like good 7 minutes worth of content. And that's magical to me because I just say he's fucking crazy, and that's about all I can contribute. Like, that's, but anyway, that's the state of the channel here. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not saying that videos on cam are completely cut off, but at this point, like, The best lighting is in the bathroom. Like, just there's just so many fucking hurdles to dealing with that shit. That it's better off if I just keep it to voice and you know, maybe while I'm out, I might make a video or something if I see some weird shit in the wilds. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But oh shit, this heater's about to come on. Anywho, um yeah, that's it. That's it. I want to thank all 7 of you lovely subscribers. I appreciate you. I am not saying 7 to be ironic. I am not saying it as a dig or anything like that. I appreciate the fuck out of all of you. I'm thinking about doing some type of appreciation deal when I get to 10. But I don't know exactly what it would be. I might do a recording of a drawing and go from start to finish. That might be cool. I don't know. I gotta figure shit out as far as more stuff to do on the channel. I'm thinking I might do some more tutorials because the one that I did seemed to be pretty, you know, well watched, even though I yelled at my dog for like half of it. But anywho, that's the state of the channel. Thanks again, sincerely, like just from the bottom of this old man's heart for listening. And yeah, I'll catch you next time.